Hi guys, it's me Ty here, and today I'm going to talk about should you buy a salvage title vehicle. And I actually know quite a bit about the salvage title vehicles. We've been involved with this all of our lives. And so originally, I was always trained. I have to admit, I was trained good on it. Everybody always told me growing up, never buy a salvage title vehicle, and I followed that for many years. And um, then during the pandemic, prices got so darn expensive, and they always warned me though that if you ever want to resell that vehicle, you never be able to do that. So don't take out a loan on it, and you're just gonna have to run it until it's totally used up, and then it's gonna go to the scrapyard to get crushed. So I actually did buy my first salvage title vehicle um, during the pandemic, and when I bought it, um, I just couldn't afford the prices were so inflated for anything with a clean title because I'd always searched for clean titles. So I did buy a salvage title vehicle, and it ran and drove good, but the body was beat to heck on it, and I only paid what the parts were worth. So I paid what the engine and the transmission were worth. Um, that's the way that I looked at it was um, at least if things didn't work, or at least when I was done with it or whatever, that I could just take the engine out of it, sell that, and take the transmission out and sell that. And to this day, I would live by those rules. Um, and then also, we used to have a motorcycle that was really nice condition, and that ended up getting wrecked. And the insurance company gave us the option to buy it back, and it was for that price, it was only the cost of the engine because the engine and transmission were really good in the motorbike. And then, of course, the seat was still good on it, and some of the uh, tin on it was good, but the whole front end was collapsed on it. So we paid the price of the engine, just that we'd have a backup engine if we ever bought a model just like that one. And then actually this year we had a really nice vehicle that we bought brand new, and that got T-boned, and it would costed way more, almost double what the car was actually worth on the market. We had under 100,000 miles on it. It had, like I said, it had been in mint condition, and the insurance company, they offered us, if we wanted to buy it back, how much the engine was worth and how much the transmission was worth in it. Um, but that model of car, we weren't planning on buying another one just like it, so we couldn't use so we would never be able to use that engine transmission out of it. And if we were going to part it out, we would just be able to sell the engine transmission, so we'd be in the exact same spot. So we just let the insurance company take it and put that towards our big check to purchase a different vehicle. Um, so oh, and another thing, okay, another one that we were involved with. When I was a kid, our family, we bought a brand new pickup truck, and it ended up getting flood damage, totally submerged. And so we let the insurance company buy it because we knew that there would be tons of electrical gremlins and everything. Well, whoever bought it at the insurance company's auction or whatever, they went ahead and they resold it, and they didn't disclose to the sellers or to the buyers that it had a salvage title. And those buyers, they bought it, and instantly electrical gremlins started showing up on on that brand new pickup. So they went back, they found out who all the previous owners were, which of course our family was the only previous owner because we bought it brand new. And they asked us, we're having us all these electrical gremlins. Does this vehicle have a salvage title? Was it involved in a flood or anything? And we're like, absolutely, it was. That's why we let the insurance company take it. They're like, would you be willing to testify in court? And yes, we were. It never came to it that we didn't have to, but yes, we would have gladly gone to taken it to court and testified on behalf of the buyers, and which also, whenever you're buying a vehicle that's less than 10 years old, um, before your DOT will let the title transfer over, you have to get a signed letter. They have a signed paper that they give you, and you have to give that to the buyer, and they have to sign it. Has this vehicle been involved in an accident, or has a salvage title or title? Um, if it's as long as it's less than it's either 7 or 10 years, something like that. And so whenever I bought vehicles before, I have had to I've tried to change the title over, and they're like, "Oh, did the seller give you this piece of paper and sign it for you that it hasn't been involved in any accidents or does not have a salvage title?" And I was like, "No, no, they don't." So they give me the paper, and then I had to go run that person down. And lots of times it can be tough to do that, because a lot of those sellers, as soon as you buy the vehicle from them, they block your number or whatever because they don't want somebody coming back and be like, um, hey, this broke on it or whatever after I bought it. But thank God I was always able to do that. So that is something to always think about when you're buying a newer vehicle. So um, yeah, it just makes me sick. I see on um, because well, it used to always be I'd always pay Kelly Blue Book private party value for any vehicles they bought. I always paid the excellent condition price for them. But now with the pandemic, all these vehicles, their prices are inflated way above Kelly Blue Book value, and NADA, um, NADA, you can never go by that because that's the National Auto Dealers Association. So they always have their prices jacked up for that, anyways, when you're appraising cars. So yeah, it just amazes me. Like I was looking at a car on Facebook Marketplace the other day, and pretty much all the other ones they were way above the Kelly Blue Book value, but this one here was actually just a hair below Kelly Blue Book. And I looked at it and it looked like it was in mint condition and everything. And then I see that it has a salvage title, and I was like, nope. I was like, I would buy that car, but you always have to realize though that the engine compartment stuff doesn't line up quite right. So when you buy a salvage title vehicle, lots of times it's a nightmare to get your fingers in there to change out a starter bolts or an alternator or anything like that. But especially starters, because that's cramped as it is, and with a salvage title vehicle, lots of times that stuff will be even tighter tolerances in there where it's really a nightmare. So just always remember that. And I will hold that even if the somebody restored it to mint condition and everything is not going to perfectly line up on that vehicle. Your tires might wear not quite right. All of your aftermarket parts, if you have to replace a fender or anything like that, your replacement parts, your headlights, they all might shine in the wrong direction and everything. So I urge people, if you are buying a salvage title vehicle, do not give any more money than what that engine and transmission are worth, even if it is in mint condition, because um, I don't care if you're buying a hail damaged pickup truck that's really new. That vehicle has absolutely zero resale value. So, just, are you going to be able to get that many miles put on it that when you're done with it, that vehicle is going to be scrapped for the price of the engine and the price of the transmission? I hope this helps you guys. If you guys are thinking about buying a salvage title vehicle, and then also, like I said, absolutely make sure do your investigation that that vehicle does not have flood damage. Because if that is the reason, walk away. If you guys like this money saving content, like, share, and subscribe, and I'll just keep kicking out all these money saving videos, repair videos, and saving money traveling the Southeast Asia. So, all right, take care.